John, good evening. As an expert on technological advances, how would you describe the current impact of, AI on Nigeria's labor market?
Good afternoon and welcome everyone. I think for me, it's just like almost everyone that commented on. It's the AI's productivity. AI should be seen like a tool. Just like when we discovered fire, we learned how to make weapons with metals and iron. What we need to do is to use it to improve our productivity. I think for Nigerian workers, it's a global shift in how work is being defined. What we need to do, what young people get into the labor force need to do is to find ways to use these tools to improve the work they do. AI won't take job, in how I see it. Someone just very good at AI will take your job. I hope that answers your questions.
Right. So let's talk transformation. What are the specific industries that you feel in Nigeria have seen, the transformation of AI, and how are workers adapting to these changes?
I think the first sector that gets hit with this AI is you doing repetitive jobs. If the human factor of your job is a bit far-fetched and you have to repeatedly do something, these are bound to be automated. We're seeing it in a lot of industries and verticals already. Customer service seems to be the most hit currently because you can basically just upload your questions, your FAQs into a bot, and you can engage customers intelligently through that. Other sectors, knowledge-based sectors, are also getting hit. We've seen data showing there are less people talking to lawyers, talking to doctors, because everybody has ChatGPT on the phone and can basically just chat it to provide immediate answers. So it's bound to shape how we all do work, including media and TV. We've seen instances where people can recreate content with tools, can host their own newsroom and, use AI bots to read research and do all of that. It's bound to touch every sector and every vertical. However, just like I'm saying, it won't replace humans. Someone just very good at it would probably just replace someone who is in AI for now.
Right. So you had mentioned earlier that, of course, there were concerns that AI might replace jobs, and you said that, they would not replace jobs, but somebody who's more vast in AI can take your job. So with that being said, how can Nigerian policymakers and businesses prepare to maximize the benefits of AI while also protecting workers in this evolving, digital economy?
I think we're doing the right thing as a country. There's been a national AI strategy. It's first to build awareness. And that's naturally occurs with lots of people being on the internet as Nigerians. We should have a focused strategy. And the minister is doing a good job in directing or working around this with the government in making sure that there's a clear policy as to how Nigeria engages it. We also need to, in my opinion, have a national emergency where it's embedded in our curriculum as we speak, across all levels, from the primary school to the secondary school, and of course to the university. Again, like I've said, it's not just changes how we do work. It basically just changes how we also experience life. And being at the forefront for Nigerian workers will be the best thing we can do. And it also, flattens the curve in what we need to learn, what we need to know. I could sit down here not knowing how a presenter does, how you do your job. And I have to stick to someone the experience before. But right now, I could just, talk to my AI tool and get the same experience, get knowledge that is far-fetched for me before. So I think what we need to do as a country and how business can do this is improve training, improve awareness. Every forward-thinking company today needs an AI strategy. How does it improve your business? How does it improve productivity of your workers? Right. It's a conversation everyone needs to be having, both governments and businesses. Yeah.
Right. So, John, you're in the forefront of AI, and I can see the excitement on your face talking about AI. And AI is basically doing everything that humans can do well technically. But so let's talk insecurity. Do you think that AI can help to curb, the recent insecurity and the ongoing war, and then the killings and all that? Do you think AI can curb the insecurities?
Yeah, just like I said, it's more like electricity, more like a tool. If anyone paid attention to what's happening with the Ukraine, Russia war, there's been a lot of artificial intelligence in manning of drones, mapping of large territories, and also identifying enemy combatants. This is already embedded in how countries provide offensive warfare and fight these battles. I mean, in the security ways too, there are lots of countries where the government has a bit of more control in I'm checking these things that have shown advancement in how AI can use to improve security. China is a very good case point. And I think Nigeria also, with the amount of data we have, with the security challenges we have, it will make a lot of sense. It will be smart for us to deploy these tools to track, to identify, to also predict where things can happen and, proactively work on protecting lives and property. So across board, like I said, we should need an AI strategy that cuts across all verticals, defense, economy, finance. Everybody needs to understand what it means in today's world. I believe that as an expert in this, it's the most revolutionary advancement of my lifetime. I can guarantee you if you're doing this in the next 5 years, in the next 5 years is too much, in the next 2-3 years, our experience will be different. AI will be embedded in everything we are doing. And we can't run from it. We just need to have a plan for it, yeah.
Right. Thank you so much, John. Like you said, we all need to have a plan for AI. So thank you so much for joining us this evening.